Hey everybody, day 66 of Math with Grandma. Our math poem riddle of the day from Math Potatoes. Flapjacks. A breakfast food that's fun to make, short and round and called a cake. Not the kind that stands up tall. It's the flattest one of all. How many pancakes can you see? Hurry now, but please be neat. Rounding is a clever tact. Just remember to subtract. Okay, so most of these stacks have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in them. At least this row does. 5, 10, 15, 20. These rows have 4. So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20 minus 4. It would be 16, or I could count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, this group has only 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 plus 16 is 28. Plus 20 is 48. Well, this group has 4 again. So that's another row of 16. This is another row of 3, another row of 12. So 28 and 48 would be 76. Flapjacks. All right. Got my Hershey's chocolate bar out. It's an extra large one, and it's special dark chocolate. Instead of 12 pieces, it has 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time we had the Hershey's chocolate bar out, we talked about fractions. Today, we're going to read the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Multiplication Book by Jerry Pallotta, illustrated by Rob Bolster. Your teacher is not in school today. Please report to the art room for math class. Math and art, this sounds awesome. Art room. Milk chocolate times math equals art. Count the sections of this Hershey milk chocolate bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You did it. But there's an easier way. It's called multiplication. So there are 3 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Grandma's has 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here I can use my groups of 3 and count by 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12. I could count by groups of 4. 4, 8, 12. I could count groups of 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Mine, I can go 4, 8, 12, 16, or 4, 8, 12, 16. I could go 8 plus 8 is 16, or 8 plus 8 is 16. This is called a times table chart. When I look at these numbers and cross-reference them, I can figure out how to do multiplication faster than in my head. At some point in time, you guys will have this all memorized. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. I can come down here and do 10 times 10 is 100. This is a grid, and inside is an array of numbers. I forgot, sometimes we call them math arrays. An array is a set of numbers arranged in order. Look for patterns. In math, this is a multiplication sign, or a times sign. It's used to multiply numbers. This is the equal sign. It lets you know both sides are equal. On my Hershey bar, this side is equal to this side, or this section, the top, is equal to the same as the bottom. Ooh, look at all the fun things they've got out. This Hershey milk chocolate bar is perfect to use when learning multiplication. The candy bar has 3 sections in each vertical column. 1, 2, 3. I have 4. 1, 2, 3. 3 groups of 4. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, if I take just one piece of it, and remember we talked about fractions the last time. If I break my bar and I have just one chunk of it, in my case it's 1/16. In their case it'd be 1/12. But when I talk about 1, 1 times 1 is just 1. I have one piece. If I multiply it by itself, I still just have one piece of Hershey's milk chocolate. Would be delicious to eat, but not yet. If I look at it the long way, I have one row with 2 in it. 1 times 2 is 2. Do you think it's going to change if I put 3 in it? No. As long as I keep my one row, I'm telling you there's one group of 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Four pieces. 1 times 4 is 4. It doesn't matter. I could change it. I could have one row of 4 going this way, or 4 times 1. It doesn't matter. 1 times 4 and 4 times 1 still equals 4. Same is true if I have 3 groups of 1. 3 times 1 is 3. And I can write them up and down horizontally next to each other, side by side, or on top of each other. I can stack them vertically. They still multiply the same way. 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. It's the same. What about 2? Yep. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. And it doesn't matter whether I write it this way or not. What if I have no pieces of chocolate? 0 times 0 is 0. It doesn't matter what number I put with a 0. If I'm multiplying, I'm telling you I have nothing in that group. 0 times anything is 0. Look at all the math groups. If I have 0, the answer is always 0. If I have 1 in the group, I keep adding. 0 times 1 is 0. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3, so on. My group of 2s, I'm counting by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm doing 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12. 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, what about 10s? Hey, we can do our counting by 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 1 times 10 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 4 is 4 times 10 is 40. 5 times 10 is 50. 6 times 10 is 60. 7 times 10 is 70. 8 times 10 is 80. 9 times 10 is 90. 10 times 10 is 100. Phew. Here's a stack of 2. Here's a stack of 2. 2 times 2 is 4. This is one of the times where I can add or multiply, I get the same answer. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. What about 2 times 3? I have 2 groups of 3 left up here. 2, 4, 6. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm saying 2 groups of 4 equals 8. Does it matter? I have to break off some more chocolate to this one. Thankfully, chocolate tastes the same no matter which way I do it. If I have 3 groups of 2, 3 times 2 is 6. 2, 4, 6. What if I had 2 groups of 3? 2 times 3 is 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. Works either way. What about 3 times 3? More chocolate, darn. Ooh, that one didn't break nicely. It'll still taste delicious, thankfully. 3 groups of 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 groups of 3. And 3 times 3 looks the same either way. Even when I flip it around, it's still 3 times 3. If I stack it, or if I do it side by side, 3 times 3 is 3 sticks. Square numbers. The Hershey's milk chocolate bar is shaped like a rectangle, but the answer shows below are square numbers. It's anytime we multiply a number by itself. 1 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 6, 4 times 4 is 16, 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 6 is 36, 7 times 7 is 49, 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 9 is 81, 10 times 10 is 100, 11 times 11 is 121, 12 times 12 is 144. We call 12 times 12 a gross. I can go to Sam's Club and buy a gross of eggs, which means I'm going to get 144 eggs. It's a lot of eggs. My chickens are laying 3 or 4 eggs a day. That means I don't get 12 eggs until 3 days. It would take me a long time to get a gross of eggs from our chickens right now. But if I do the multiplication, every 3 days I get 12 eggs. And if I need to do that 12 times, I would need 36 days to get a gross of eggs. 4 times 2. I'll put one back here. 2 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 2 times 4 is 8. 4 times 3. 3, 6, 4, 8, 12. Started doing my 3s because we're doing 3s. Doesn't matter where I count this way. 3 groups of 4, or if I turned it around, 4 groups of 3. It still adds up to 12, or multiplies up to 12 in this case. 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. If I had more chocolate, I could do 5 times 4 equals 20, or 4 times 5 equals 20. Boy, if I had 2 Hershey's bars, it would be the same as saying 6 times 4 is 24, or 2 whole Hershey bars, 2 times 12 equals 24. What if I had 12 Hershey bars, or 10? Each bar has 12 sections, So how many little pieces of chocolate would I have if I had 10 whole Hershey bars? 10 times 12 is 120. When I multiply by 10, I put a 0 behind the number and I get the answer. It's pretty slick that way. What if I had 4 stacks of 10? Well, I'd have 40 Hershey bars, and if I multiplied 40 by 12, I'd have 480. 4 times 12 is 48. 40 times 12 is 480. Can you imagine having 480 delicious chunks of Hershey to eat? If I ate it all at once, I'd have a tummy ache. And I better brush my teeth. We love multiplication. It's pretty easy. I know you guys can do it.